Well, hello and welcome to Matchday Live here on this Wednesday evening ahead of Leicester City's second away trip of the week. And if it goes anything like the first did, we'll be celebrating again at full time.
Down this right-hand side, up against Clark, into the feet of Jordan James on the turn. What a pass, what a start for Leicester. A superbly constructed goal, tucked away by Bobby D. Cordova-Reid. James takes his time before delivering a low corner, takes a deflection, Skipper scored! Leicester have doubled up in double quick time. Delivered by Luke Thomas, oh it's 3-0. Jordan James just tucks it deftly into the corner, and that might be game done and dusted after half an hour.
Yes, welcome along as Martí Cifuentes and his side look to build on that win against Derby this evening as they travel to the southwest to face Bristol City. Another 3 points tonight will see the Foxes sit a point away from the top six. Kickoff is at 7:45. We're just under half an hour now away from that, where hopefully, as we said, we can see another victory to mirror what we saw so brilliantly in that early kickoff on Saturday. Welcome along to Matchday Live with me, Dan Bates, Gerry, Taggart and Anstey Nomad's unbeaten assistant manager, David Nugent, is with us on the sofa as well. Good evening to the both of you. Gerry, you were at Derby on Saturday. We'll come on to that in a minute. Yeah. You're back here again on the sofa. Nugent, I feel like I've not seen you in a while here. But
busy, mate.
It's too busy.
Busy winning games, mate. So I've got to juggle my options up, haven't I?
But yeah, things are going, what was it, 10 games?
10 games in, 1-8, drew 2. Big game against Hartlepool the weekend in the FA Trophy. Looking forward to it. Another scalp.
Yeah, we thought by December you might have, removed yourself, but you haven't yet.
I'm still enjoying it.
It's that winning feeling. That's it. You can't get enough of it. If they'd lost 8 and drawn 2, he'd have been phoning up saying, can I get back in here ASAP? But him and Connie are working their magic.
Yeah, if it's a Wednesday, I can do it all the time, mate. It's Tuesday nights now, I'm busy, sorry.
Speaking of winning, Gerry, it was good on Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah, very good. Much needed, of course, but really good, solid performance against an informed team. Some lovely build-up. We've just seen highlights of the goals there. Some lovely build-up, some lovely delivery from Luke Thomas especially. Ben Nelson just slipped back in as if he'd never been away. Should have been 4. Jordan Ayew's goal for me. I know there was a bit of wasn't it? But from the bits I've seen on the replay, it was onside, so he was unlucky. But yeah, and then second half came under a bit of pressure, as you would expect, and dealt with it really, really well. Apart from conceding from a dead ball.
Let's get all of tonight's team news then, because actually following on from Saturday, it's pretty simple, really. Martí Cifuentes has made just the one change as Ricardo drops to the bench, and in comes Hamza Chowdhury, who takes the captain's armband. He'll fill in at right back where we've often seen him this season. This is the team then. It's Stolarczyk in goal. Chowdhury, Nelson, Vestergaard and Thomas across the back 4. James and Skip the midfield 2, with Fatawu, D. Cordova-Reid and Mavididi supporting Jordan Ayew, who retains his spot up top. As Gerry says, he was very unlucky not to be on the score sheet. Perhaps we'll look at that a little bit later on during Matchday Live. On the bench, it's Begovic, Fass, Carranza, Daka, Ricardo, Page, Thomas, Aluko and Jake Evans. 7 academy graduates finished on the pitch out of the 11 Leicester players for that Derby game at the weekend, which was very impressive. I'm sure we'll potentially see similar again, judging from that bench there. It seems simple, Gerry, doesn't it? Just the one change. Ricardo, we've kind of seen throughout the season that he's tending to not play Saturday, midweek Saturday, is he? So Hamza comes in at right back. Other than that, it was pretty much obvious, I think, what was going to happen.
Yeah, I think everybody would have felt the same. I mean, I said it was a good, solid performance. Again, I didn't even mention Oliver Skipp, who again had a fantastic game on Saturday in the middle of the pitch. So expecting similar from him. But as far as an attacking force, Leicester on Saturday, that's probably the most impressive. I think the only other time was probably Swansea away, where you're thinking, oh, is this Leicester getting into top gear? But definitely on Saturday against Derby, some of the football was excellent.
Yeah, and particularly from that man, Gerry. Again, I'll stick with you considering we're talking about a central defender. But
yeah.
He came in, didn't he? He picked up that injury. Was it away at Norwich, wasn't it, in November? He came straight back in and he was immense.
Yeah, and I mean, he's got everything. And I think for Ben, he needs to grab that position there, because what he showed on Saturday is he can deal with the pressure in a local derby away from home. So it's up to him now to go and grab that mantle and really stamp yourself on this Leicester City team. Because if he does, I mean, you're not going to move him out of it.
He's got the experience of Ricardo and Yannick next to him as well, so that'll help him along the way as well. But obviously Hamza comes in today, so it might be a little bit different. But yeah, no, he's come into the team. He's played really well the weekend, gets another chance today, and that's what you want to see from the Leicester team now, more than what we've seen on Saturday afternoon. That first half performance is like, that's how we can play. Go and show it again, keep it going. Try and get a bit of consistency in the league and get another 3 points and away from home again. Tough against Bristol City, who are just above us in the league, is it?
Yeah.
So again, it's another winnable game, and we need to put a little run together. Especially with this Christmas period coming up.
I don't think anybody's expecting Leicester to go out and score 3 goals in the first half tonight against Bristol City. But again,
no one probably expected it Saturday.
No, absolutely. But that would be an unbelievable bonus. But I think you always hear us talking about the mindset of the players, and that's got to give you a big lift. That away game on Saturday, coming into Leicester, which is going to be a tough game. It's never been. I think the last time we were in the Championship, went to Bristol City and got beat.
Yes, on Good Friday.
On Good Friday it was, yeah, because I had to go because Big Matty couldn't make it for some reason. He was on holiday. So yeah, that just shows you what a hard, difficult place it is. But Millwall went there on Saturday. They've lost 5 games in the league this season. At home, so it is doable. But for me, it's the mindset and taking that confidence, that belief, that momentum from Saturday's game, going right. We can handle Derby away from home. Why can't we handle Bristol City?
Yeah, however you're watching with us, do get involved in the comments section. We've had a nice message from Sammy. He says, hello to the lads. Bubba, as ever, says this is a top flight panel. Nugent alongside Taggart. Matt Elliott is on co-commentary duty for us. Bubba also says it's a big match today. We need to build some momentum heading into the festive period. Age C2J says, come on Foxes, and SSV Entertainment says, evening guys, come on, we can win this tonight. And I think there probably is some positivity actually, Nuge, isn't there? And that's what you get when you win a game.
Yeah, it's just belief in the players as well. Obviously all the goals that we've seen earlier on, Bobby making that deep line run into the box for a first time finish. Skips, gets a bit fortunate with the finish, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He catches on the volley, he just screws off inside, his football goes in the corner. And, Jordan James again running into the box off a Luke Thomas cross. So, all the players will believe that, they can do it again, go into this game, full of confidence, try and get another win. It's not going to be easy. Bristol City are a decent side. They're up and down at the minute, just like we are, form-wise. So, we just don't know what's going to happen.
Typical Championship side, aren't they? Up and down.
Up and down. Mid-table. You know what's going to happen. But they have a strong outfit. They're quite good up top. So I'm expecting a tough game.
I think on Saturday, what pleased me more than anything was the amount of bodies that were in forward positions when Leicester broke on Derby. And we haven't seen that a lot. So when we've been here watching games that spring to mind, Leicester been on the break or the ball's gone over the top for Tab, who's got on it, and there's been very little support of any. on Saturday, especially with that first goal and the third goal, there was bodies in the box making runs, causing havoc, and the Derby defence didn't know how to deal with it, and that's what you want to see again tonight.
Yeah, I think that first goal probably is the best example of that.
Yeah.
We can obviously see that now, and it kind of started right in Leicester's half, didn't it? Ricardo winning it back here, as you can see. Straight away, Ayew's first thought is go forward, and then it's numbers.
Well, you've got 4 people here, and 3 of them are involved in the goal. So that's, you know what I mean, and that's Derby's defence being stretched, and that's why they can't deal with that. So they've got 4 players in attacking positions. Yes, Mavididi isn't involved, but just by keeping that width, you can see the defender here. He doesn't know whether to stick or twist, and obviously Taggart over he just finds enough space. The pass is good enough that he can hit it first time, and the defender can't get anywhere near him. So these are the kind of situations that the players need to have run back to them in the dressing room or at the training ground and say, right, see, having 4 people in an attacking position stretched Derby's defence, and they couldn't cope with it.
That was your striker as well, who Ricardo passed it to in his own half as well.
Jordan
Tracking back. So we them 2 start the move, and then it's up to the wingers and the advanced midfielders to get into the box, which he did, and Bobby making that late run, perfect time of his run, perfect pass, and a great finish into the corner. So I think strikers at the best when it's an instinctive finish. He runs onto the ball, he hasn't got to think about it. If he has a touch there, it probably puts him off a little bit, and the defender comes across and probably blocks a shot. But he's brave enough to take it first time, and it's a great finish into the side down.
I mean, even the first touch from Jordan James isn't the best. It's not exactly where he wanted the pass in the first place, but because, again, there's that many players in advanced positions, the defenders are in 2 minds whether to go tight or whether to just hang back because there's another runner coming in behind. I think it was Sanderson who just didn't quite make his mind up whether to go and pinch the ball or keep his ground. Yeah. And in the end, he kept his ground because he knew Reid was running in behind him. And that, afforded Jordan James to play that second, the second touch was that little pass and that could over Reid's feet.
We know how good Jordan James has been, Nuge, this season, but actually seeing Taggart over Reid in that more of a number 10 position is just more of a natural attacking player, isn't it? And even then, the way James gets forward, we'll see his goal in a moment, but he's still involved, but actually having someone who's got the goal-scoring instinct of Bobby Taggart over Reid helps.
Yeah, Jordan James can score goals as well, but I'd rather Jordan James provide it, and then obviously Bobby's got that striker's instinct of getting into the box naturally. Yeah. Jordan, he will arrive late into the box.
Like this one, this is the third, isn't it?
That's what I mean, yeah.
So, again, you look at that, there's 4 players in the box, and there's 2 involved in providing the cross. So that's 6 players in attacking positions. Okay, because Luke Thomas is playing a supporting role, but he's on the edge of the box. He's up supporting, and he's the one that delivers a cross, and then there's 4 attackers in the box. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see 1, 2. You want to see players making attacking runs in the box, and what it does is just put doubt in defenders' mind because you don't know who to pick up because things are happening that quick.
And it's a late run as well, which defenders can't. Obviously, all the defenders are still in the line, and then obviously he's on the move, so it's hard when he's got that momentum into the box. It's hard to stop him, and he managed to get on the end of a great cross by Luke, and make a 3-0.
How good is the finish itself?
Yeah, it's a delicate finish, isn't it? The ball, the timing of the run. The touch which gets past the keeper, anything heavier probably misses it, doesn't it? So he gets it perfect, really. Just little touch which he just gets a nick on it and goes into the side net. And it's impossible for the keeper because the keeper can't gamble the keeper. He's got to wait till the guy touches the ball. So
this is all about composure, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, he makes the run.
Late box.
He's thinking the keeper can the defender get it? Keeps his eye on the ball, and then it's the deft touch.
So the keeper coming out probably makes his mind up as well. Tries to put him off.
Does he have time to think about that in the moment?
Again, it's instinct, innit? He's running into the box. It's first time finish. Was this outside of his foot, or does he open his foot up?
Just a little bit outside, I think.
In it, yeah. So it's a delicate touch. Is any kind of touch.
It's probably a better angle now to see.
Yeah, it's just a flick, innit? Yeah. Last second, just sticks his toe out and just guides into the bottom corner, which the keeper obviously stranded, can't make his mind up till the guys hit the ball. Tries to come out, be big, but not good enough.
Yeah. Speaking of instinctive finishes, Oliver Skipp's, Gerry, you can call that instinctive,
Yeah.
can't you? And this is a great finish in its own as well.
Well, again, I think it's. I mean, you look at the ball comes through a load of bodies and it just drops to him and he swings and it is a good finish because he again, it's instinctive. Because look at all the melee, it drops to him and he just swings a left foot. That could have went anywhere, but again, he just showed a little bit of composure. Bang.
It's actually quite a good finish, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, I was trying to give him a bit of discredit earlier, but
Again, because of the amount of bodies in the box, and Derby don't deal with the first ball. I think the defender miscues it or mistimes it, and then they're all at sea. And if you're in there, and David will tell you better than I will, if you're in that danger area, sometimes as a forward, you think the ball's just going to fall to me. I've just got to be ready for an instinctive finish.
Every one of them is all one-touch finishes, all instinctive. You'll go in the back of the net.
Yeah.
Don't think about it and hit it first time. More likely you're going to score.
Great point.
Yeah, you made the point before we came on air. You said how bad was the mood against Sheffield United the week before when Leicester were 2 goals down within 4 minutes. To then be 3-0 up within 30 away from home, it just... I mean, it's a stupid thing to say, Gerry, but scoring early in whatever game just settles absolutely everything down, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course it does. I think it's okay. At 0-0, it's all right. But when you score an early goal, you think, okay, we weren't expecting that. Okay, let's try and play a bit. Let's try and build a bit of confidence from that. And that's exactly what they did. And on the flip side, like, when you concede the first goal, it just makes that task of coming back from a 1-0 deficit that little bit more harder because the opposition have always got something to cling on to. And that's what Leicester had on Saturday. Away from home in a tough game against a team who were doing well. They take an early lead and that gives them that, right, come on, we can build on this. Let's not give sloppy passes away. Let's not give sloppy goals away. Can we build on it? And that's what they did.
Against a team, by the way, who'd won 7 of their last 9.
Exactly, yeah. Obviously, they were in great form, Derby, and obviously when Leicester take the lead, Derby have to come out a bit more then, and it starts to open up a little bit more, in defensive lines. And, Derby just couldn't handle it. First half an hour, to get that first goal, game opens up completely and Leicester dominate for the first half. Second half was a bit tougher, but you expect that as a team when you're 3-0 down, they're going to come out and give it a good go, but
they've nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
And he made 4 or 5 changes, I think, in the game in that second half as well. John Eustace, so he was going for it. He was like, oh, whatever. He stuck the big centre half up front as well. And just went, yeah, we're going for it.
Yeah, and Leicester did well. Let's hear from one of their players then. Steffi Mavididi, after the game, was giving his thoughts to our commentator, Niall McCorn, previewing this game with Bristol City tonight, hoping to build on the momentum that they got from that win over Derby.
Yeah, 100%. We've got to use this victory, prepare during the week for Bristol City, and hopefully put in another performance like we did today.
How pleasing is it after the Sheffield United game where Leicester were on the back foot early to do that to another team and show your quality and flex your muscles really to be 3-0 up after half an hour?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, it's always nice to get early goals in. Obviously, last couple of games it's gone against us. Today we started strong, we started well, and that reflected throughout the game.
That was Steffi Mavididi there speaking at Pride Park after the win against Derby. Looking ahead, of course, to the game this evening with Bristol City, which is, well, we're nearing kickoff. We're just over 10 minutes now away from kickoff at Ashton Gate. There are still plenty of options and opportunities and plenty of time for you to sort out how you're going to follow the game with us tonight. Whether you're watching us, you can get a game pass. There are international monthly passes available for £25 a month. Listen live monthly passes as well. As we've said, we've got the dulcet tones of Matt Elliott on co-commentary duty. There are those available for £4.99 a month. Still plenty of games left in December, so well worth getting those. We've got a number of competitions as ever running throughout the app at the moment. Digital members on the app can win a signed pair of Jakub Stolarczyk goalkeeping gloves. So he's worn the gloves in a game. You can win them. All you need to do is become a digital member on the app for your chance to win that. Also on the app, Filbert's Present Hunt is live, so you can play along on the app there. You can look for those QR codes throughout the whole of Leicester City Centre, including one in the fan store, giving them a little clue there to win. All you need to do is download the LCFC app to get involved with that, particularly if you've got kids. Nuge, that'd be a nice one for you to do during this festive period.
Can't wait.
Filbert's Present Hunt. Right, we're a couple minutes away from handing over to our commentary team. Again, quite simple to say, Gerry, but if they start like they did on Saturday, even if maybe they don't get the goals, they want to start on the front foot.
Absolutely. You know, and that's the most important thing when you're playing away from home is, okay, you know you're not going to have everything your own way. Okay, but as long as you've got a foothold, some kind of foothold in the game, and you're not struggling as in you're just constantly under pressure, conceding set pieces, free kicks, or you're not doing your defensive jobs right, or people aren't running back and covering when they should be. So that's the most important thing. And then obviously when you get the ball, try and replicate some of the football that happened on Saturday. Quick, incisive. We've seen one-touch, two-touch football. It opened Derby out, and there's no reason why, if you continue in that vein tonight, you can't do the same to Bristol.
Yeah, again, about staying in the game at the start. You know, we're going to come under pressure at some point in the game. You know, they're the home team, Bristol City, and you know they will get the ball forward into their striking areas and try and cause problems. But if we can stay in the game and play our football and calm it down when we need to, and take our chances when they come along like we did at Derby, then I'm sure we'll come away, you know, with another positive result. Yeah,
they've gone win-loss, Gerry, haven't they? Bristol City coming into this, so you don't quite know what you're getting from them. In each win, they've kept a clean sheet. In each defeat, they haven't scored.
Yeah, I mean, that's the championship at the end of the day. I mean, we could bang our heads off that wall for the next 90 minutes and probably still not come up with what the score's going to be tonight, but I think you have to set your stall. All you can do is go there, set your stall and go, right. You know, be hard to beat. You have to be hard to beat away from home. And also you have to carry that little bit of magic. And they showed that on Saturday. They have to show it again.
Yeah. Thank you, Gerry. Thank you, Nuge, for your company. Pre-match, we'll hear from you guys again at half-time and then again at full-time before we hand you over to our commentary team this evening, which consists of Matt Elliott and Chris Parrott. Here's a little explainer of what is available to you on Fox's Hub and how you can follow all of the action with us this evening, where, fingers crossed, we can see another 3 points on the road.
If you are watching on lcfc.com, just sit back and relax. If you are watching on social media, the live stream will finish shortly. If you want to continue enjoying our coverage, you'll need to head over to lcfc.com/Fox's Hub and purchase one of our game passes. If you are watching in a territory where the game isn't live on TV, you'll be able to watch a live video stream on Fox's Hub. Please visit lcfc.com/territories to check. If you can't find your location, live audio commentary is still available. You'll need to have an lcfc.com account before you purchase your Game Pass. If you already have one, please sign in and select your product at lcfc.com/Fox's Hub. Select the Buy button and you'll be taken to the payment page. Once you've followed the simple payment steps, press Continue at the bottom of the screen and you'll be taken to the Fox's Hub homepage. If you purchased a video pass, please select Watch Live from the Fox's Hub drop-down menu. If you purchased a Listen Live pass, please select Listen Live. If you purchased a seasonal or monthly video pass and the game is not being shown in your territory, please select Listen Live. If you are having a payment or technical issue, please email Leicester TV Support at streamamg.com.